new branching stories for Love and Deepspace beginning to release, I couldn't have been more overjoyed to get more content. I played through Zayne's branching story, cried, and got some more insight of Zayne's background and what he's facing. Not only that, I got a free 5-star memory featuring a moment in the branching story to add to my Zayne memory collection. But am I the only one that was pretty satisfied with the release? Maybe it's just my rose-colored glasses covering my eyes when I stare at Zayne for too long, but honestly, I think some players are looking at a gift horse in the mouth. We have gotten other free 5-star memories before, like Xavier's unique aftertaste and Raphael's sparkling traces. I mean, heck, if you were playing when Silas dropped, you would have been able to get Silas's immobilized memory for free as well. So why are so many players I've seen so dissatisfied with Zayne's branching story, Thorns Under the Moon? What I think players misunderstand is that the main purpose of the branching stories featuring each of the love interests is to give more backstory to them and to possibly give more context to future chapters in the main story. It's already pretty hard to interweave different characters' stories into one cohesive one as shown in the main story. The branching stories I can see as a support system if we only wanted to follow a certain love interest. For example, if I only wanted to read the story involving Zayne, I would have to read Chapter 1, part of Chapter 2, skip to Chapter 4, read Chapter 5, and then finally Thorns Under the Moon. To think that most of the branching story for Thorns Under the Moon being pointless really hurts the writer in me. Now, I'm not the best writer, but I can recognize a good story when I see one. Maybe I just have a better imagination than some, but I understood everything that was going on in the story and could see it in my mind's eye. If you would like a full explanation of Thorns Under the Moon, please let me know in the comments. From what I can tell with Thorns Under the Moon, the story helps build out the world of Love and Deepspace, even if it's just a small corner. As what seems like one of the few players who loves reading everything lore related to the game, I really appreciated this. I won't be surprised if Xavier's and Raphael's branching stories do the same thing, and that a free 5-star memory will also be released with them as well. I personally think the branching stories shouldn't be treated as pointless. If they were truly pointless, why would the developers bother announcing the content during their livestream back in July and release it? Now for the 5-star memory Frozen Nightfall. The main complaint I see is that the memory does not offer any new content on top of the branching story, which for me, that's fine. To me, the branching story is the date content, just like with the limited run memories. As much as angst makes my heart feel like it's being strangled, I appreciate being able to watch the scene without needing to go through the chapter. Not to mention it was a free 5-star memory. A memory I didn't need to waste diamonds or wishes on. It's still another memory for me to use for my teams when I do challenges and the hunter contest. If I were a free-to-play player, I would have bowed to the developers for letting me have a free 5-star memory for my team. Now obviously, if you are newer to the game and missed any of the free 5-star memories, they were added to the Wishing Well exchange. So technically speaking, you could still get them for free, but you just had to grind for diamonds and build up your wishes instead of doing the event. It's just a consequence of not playing the game when the memory dropped. I understand players wanting to give criticism to the developers and how they handle releasing the content, but if everyone complained about everything, the developers won't actually know what players liked and build upon that. The developers could have easily made Frozen Nightfall a limited run memory on a banner and still left it as is, with no additional content. It would be then I would be furious about the memory considering I'm a whale and a Zayne bias. The betrayal would be staggering. But they didn't do that, and let me and the other players have it for free. To me, that's a win. Haber Games, please keep giving us free memories this way. I highly encourage it. Players, we've got to appreciate the wins we can take. If we show more appreciation for the free content the developers are giving us, it may encourage them to release more things for free and allow the game to be more free-to-play friendly. As I said, I am a whale player, but that doesn't mean I want all the juicy content for myself. I want this game to be enjoyable for everyone, including the free-to-play players. I want this game to succeed and pave the way for more thoughtful and innovative Ultimate games, because clearly this game is doing something right. Let me know your thoughts and feel free to discuss below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!